Previously on Transform and Rollout Reforged.
Man, I do not have very good modifiers. All y'all's out here with +4. Oh my god, a natural 1! What the heck? I've not rolled above a 10 this entire time.
Rigged.
Roll me damage, please.
Oh no.
You just hit somebody and I'm scared to fight.
Mo.
It has an
1,
extra
2,
effect
3.
too. Oh god. I rolled 8 damage.
You hit Spider Bite.
No!
You're probably down.
I think you just killed Spider Bite.
No! No!
Spider Bite, you took 6 damage last turn. This would be 8
Correct.
damage plus an effect. So that is a total of 14 damage.
Correct.
No!
Spider Bite, you are down. 11.
That's so
You knock his
close.
hat off.
You don't need that hat.
I will be taking that, by the way.
It goes out the window.
No!
And you go out the window.
I do what now?
You go out the
Let's
window.
time.
No, okay. Can I do like any sort of like dex roll or something to like try and not go out the window?
You can do a roll of survival.
Sure,
Which
I'll
is,
do that.
I'm going to ask you to roll a. Where did I put it? I put it here somewhere. An athletics to see how well you hit or if you get caught under the wheel well. I'm also
Wait,
going to be rolling
what?
something for you. Get caught under the
Wait.
wheel well.
But no, I'm trying to stop going out the window.
No, you're going out the window. Welcome back to Transform and Roll Out Season 4 Reforged, Episode 4. No, that's wrong. Episode 5. But first, we must introduce our players and characters. We have Radar, Aqua, and Spider Bite. So, players, here is the plan. Give us a short description on what your character looks like, what happened to them in the previous episode, and what is going on in their brain module. We'll begin with my favorite co-host, Killbite.
Hello, I'm Kilobyte. I play Aqua. He is a medium-sized bot around, I think he's 13 feet tall. He's mostly, 13, that's correct. He's mostly pink with some white accents and some grays and some neon greens. He found his alt mode a couple episodes back and he turns into a speedboat. His head is a kind of like a glass dome, almost scuba diver kind of dome. And last time there was a train robbery that did not go well for both the robbers and one of our party members. And then he went to bed researching information on how he can track down and like figure out what happened and who the bots were responsible for. So he's kind of determined to find justice for Bloodstorm.
Perfect. And then next we have our wonderful MVP player of all time, Hex. Go ahead.
Hit it from 3.
Wow. Also, Jigs. Wow. Hi, I'm Hex. I play as Spider Bite, who is a 20-foot medic bot who turns into a spider. She is black and pale and neon pink with multiple sets of eyes, multiple limbs, very spider-esque. She is feeling real bad about what happened on the train. When they all got to their place of rest for the evening, she had made herself some food, because that's what Bloodstorm would have done, burnt her tongue, and went to bed.
Wonderful, thank you so much. And then last but certainly not least, as they are the mascot of most of our campaign so far, Lapis.
Oh my god, thanks guys. Alright,
Hold on, it's not about you today.
Hi, I'm Lapis. I'm playing Radar. Radar is a 22-foot tall sub. He speaks like a cowboy. He's navy blue and yellow, and he's got orange accents. He's got 4 yellow horns on his head and a green visor. And man, he's sad about Bloodstorm's death from, the train incident. He's not as traumatized, I think, as others, just because he's like, blood's kind of cool. But he's still really devastated by the loss of his sister. So he's just kind of moping. Also, he's annoyed Black Shadow stole his occupation.
And unfortunate clickbait, you can say hi to the audience, but Bloodstorm is not here with the group, unfortunately.
Wow, thanks for reminding me. But anyways, what's up, guys? I'm Clickbait, and I am not playing Bloodstorm because she's gone, and nobody came to look for
She
me.
rests in
Anyways.
the Allspark. And finally, I'm Onyx. I'll be your DM, your Primus, your God for this round, this campaign, and welcome to Transform and Rollout Reforged. Let's get started. To my knowledge, no alarm was set, but based on characters, I would assume Aqua would be the first to awaken. Aqua, you are the first to awaken, getting a full night's rest. Of course, you did stay up later than normal, doing some research on the group that may have been responsible for attacking the train. You did manage to sleep in and catch up on some much-needed rest. In your research and articles you found using the tablet, the current suspects possibly behind the attack are Swindle and his hired goons, the Star Seekers, or possibly a group of rogue bots the media has labeled the Anti-Cog.
Good to know. Good to know. I do want to say something to Clickbait. I do carry a piece of Bloodstorm with me everywhere I went because I got splattered. So.
Oh
she's
my
with us
god.
all the time.
That's
That's
really
fine.
awful.
Moving on.
Wow,
You said he didn't
okay.
find you, okay? I'm just saying. You're
Okay.
with me
Moving
at all
on.
times. Moving
The
on.
room-
He wakes
the
up.
room- yeah. The
He
room
goes
you are
to the
in-
living room
Yeah,
and see
the
if anybody
room
else
you
is
were
up.
in is much nicer than the previous one, which is saying a lot, since all the apartments Black Shadow has been paying for you all have been very classy. The walls of this one have portraits of a seeker, red, silver, and some blue, some images in their tetrajet mode, others them standing majestically or heroic with a grin bigger than you've ever seen. You head out to the living room, and to your surprise, no one has left their bedrooms yet. In the living room, a chandelier decorates with light bulbs the shape of tetrajets illuminating the room. A small golden statue of a seeker in bot mode standing brave next to the TV. The floor is tiled with several colors of tetrajets flying in the sky. Without any assistance from you, Aqua, the high-octane Energon coffee maker begins turning on and pouring its first cup. The liquid steams as hot pink fluid mixes with the blue Energon swirling at the bottom and turns into a bright purple. When the cup is filled, a claw robotic arm picks up and places it on the counter closest to you and begins making the next one. What would you like to do?
I will pick up the hot Energon cup and I will go and sit at the table, dining room table, and I will just take out the tablet and I just want to turn on the news and see if there's any more information.
Okay, you turn on the news and noise fills the air. Noise loud enough, I'm assuming, will wake up Spider-Bites.
Yeah, max
and-
volume, like he.
Yes. Just blaring, really shaking things up. Radar and Spider-Bite, you awaken in your rooms. Similar descriptions, almost identical to what I just gave Aqua to their rooms. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll go ahead and head out into the living room to see why in the world Aqua just is blasting
Mhm.
the TV so loud.
Well, I think Spiderbite would probably have woken up, but I think she would have spent a little bit of private time just to mentally brace herself in her room, I think. I think she might do... If there's a data pad in the room, she might brush up on some medical papers just to sort of better prepare in case one of her siblings gets injured. But I think afterwards she would then, upon hearing the TV, kind of startled, just kind of stumble out of her room and kind of look around, trying to figure out what is happening.
Okay, as Radar and Spider-Bite join Aqua in the living room, the TV is playing the news. There's some small captions on the below talking about the latest version of the Tetrajet. And they're just flying across screen in beautiful flight patterns, and they're comparing it to the previous year's model, saying it's slightly more fancier. But to your optics and the untrained protoforms that you are, you see no difference.
Are these Tetrajets like models that the Seekers scan, or are these like actual vehicles that we can go into?
These are the actual models Seekers scan and then fly and demonstrate it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. There are now at this point 3 coffees, Energon coffees on the counter, and you see the machine is making a 4th.
Can I go turn that off? I feel like it's just going to keep going.
Okay. You walk up to the machine as it's dispensing and using a claw to pick up the 4th and sets it to the side.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just like look at Aqua, who has the volume all the way up. Hey, you may want to turn that down a bit. I ain't sure if anybody else in the building can hear. You don't want to wake anyone up too early.
I'm sorry. I'll do that right now.
Appreciate
I'll lower
it.
it a little bit.
just by like 2 clicks.
Yeah.
Aqua, did you take an Energon coffee?
Yes.
Okay. As Aqua is leaning over to turn down the volume a little bit, you see Aqua's name on the cup.
Oh,
Whoa, fancy cup.
Oh my goodness.
on the cup?
Is this
Man.
from his friend?
Wait, can I
Bloodstorm
look at
would've
the other
loved it
ones? Do the other ones have our names on them?
You see Radar, Spiderbite, Bloodstorm.
No.
Hey, So,
Bloodstorm being the last one that was made.
how does this machine know our names?
I believe it might have been requested when the room was booked.
A bit odd. None of the other places had anything like this. Are you sure that ain't poison?
I would have to test it.
Have you had any? No!
Just down
You
the
what?
whole thing.
What'd you
I
do?
chug it.
Okay, you chug it.
Oh, does
You
he
feel
die?
a rush of energy, and you feel your circuits like whirling.
Man's just tried espresso
I
for the
just
first
got
time.
a boost of energy.
Aqua, you have plus 10 to your movement for the next hour.
Oh my
He's
god.
vibrating.
Okay, well, I mean, if he doesn't keel over and die, I'll take my cup.
This is delicious. Would recommend.
Light's gonna go over and take her cup and like give it a sniff.
Yeah, I'll try mine.
Okay.
2 seconds later, foaming at the mouth.
I know.
That was this poison.
Spider Bite, you look at the cup, and it's swirling in its hues of gray and light refracting from the chandeliers above. But it smells like Energon.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna watch it for a sec and then take a nice little sip. Hopefully it's not so hot she burns her tongue, but that's not really her record so far.
Aqua's twitching, not in a bad way, but just kind of like moving around, just super alert, just kind of like, oh.
Spider Bite, you get plus 10 to your movement for the next hour. Radar, you drinking yours?
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
you
it's-
also get plus 10 movement for the next hour.
there's some of it dribbling down my face.
Absolutely.
So you get half this.
You know what?
Actually,
Honestly, for the
roll me
bit,
a
it'd be
flat
funny.
D20.
It'd be pretty funny, not gonna lie, if I spill like 90% of it. Alright, hold on. I got a 15.
You sound so disappointing because surprisingly, you don't spill a lot of it.
Okay, Radar is really proud of himself. He's giving himself like an internal pat on the back.
What would you like to do?
I have a proposal.
Yeah, what would that be?
In the news, they just announced the new Tetrajet. I'm just making sure I get it right.
Jet, yeah.
The new Tetrajet, and they're showing it off. I think we should go to the event for Bloodstorm.
Yeah, that does sound like something she would have enjoyed.
I think that's a lovely idea.
Okay, in the news, they stated it's in the Wind Tunnel Arena that they're showing off the new jet. Is that where you would like to head to?
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can like look at a map and see how we can get there.
I was just gonna ask the same thing.
Looking at a map, a lot of things say fly over here or hover over here. No places state exactly a walking route.
Is there a taxi or ferry service?
I don't currently trust public transportation.
The only public transportation is the train connecting the cities to cities. There's no inner city train, it appears.
I wonder why
Or bus.
you're worried about public transportation.
Is there like are there any like little rivers or anything?
Nope. No rivers.
Okay. Well,
You
maybe
either
we
fly or don't go anywhere.
We may not actually be able to go check this out, given none of us have flight alt modes.
We could
Bite probably could.
just her crawling all over the walls.
Yeah, I'm saying, like you cling to somebody, like the bottom
Spider-Man.
of somebody.
Would you be able to carry us?
How big are the both of you?
22
I'm 13.
She looks down at
One at a
Aqua
time, not at the same time.
and up at Radar. I don't think I'd be able to.
Well, maybe we can see about hitching a ride with one of the flyers here.
Take a bit of a walk outside, see if anyone's willing to give us a ride.
Yeah, I think that's
idea.
probably the best plan of action. So I
Wait,
guess I will go outside after I drink my coffee.
Okay, perfect.
I will follow them, but I do want to take Bloodstorm's cup. Not drink it, just
Okay.
take the whole cup
A
with
cup.
the liquid inside and be very gentle and store it.
Okay.
Is there a
With
lid?
the
Is there a lid
liquid?
I can put on it?
There is a lid. There is a lid.
Okay,
I will
A little
put a lid
fancy
on it and
lid
I'll
on
store it.
Yeah. It even comes with a little fancy sticker to put on the lid so none of it spills out.
Perfect.
Wow.
It's a little jet decal.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm
Okay.
so sad
She
she
would
didn't
have really liked that.
You all exit the apartment you are staying at, the last that will be prepaid for you. Throughout Voss, as you make it through what you could maybe call the streets or sidewalks, you see several more statues, similar if not exactly like the one in your room, of a seeker in bot mode standing bravely. Some of these statues are made of silver, others gold, but each of them are roughly 50 to 100 feet in stature. As you're walking around, you notice the streets of Voss were not meant for foot traffic. Several of the locations don't have doors on the ground floor. Instead, they have landing pads on each floor, starting from the second or every other floor, starting with the second. Many of what would be roads and sidewalks have not been maintained and appear to be cracking and crumbling. Other bots wandering the street don't appear to stay long on the ground. Most you see that are on the ground, they look like they haven't flown in solar cycles, propped against a wall or building and rusting, or they are lurking between alleyways making sketchy deals or conversation.
Does it look like any of those sketchy deals are happening near us at the moment?
Absolutely. There are alleyways down every block, and you definitely see some sketchy conversations happening by a dumpster.
Okay, so I absolutely put my hand on Aqua's shoulder just to make sure he does not walk towards any of those.
I want to put my hand on Aqua's other shoulder.
Hey, I don't think we should ask them for directions. We can ask one of the guys flying around above us.
As you say that, and looking above you, most of these Seekers had the same build, that of a Seeker with a Tetrajet alt mode, with glorious wings on their back and exhaust ports on their shoulders, vents on their chest, and thrusters at their feet. Some of them have similar color patterns, making each of you do a double take, while others have vastly different shades and hues. While Tetrajets seem to be the dominant alt form here, you do see other forms of flight mode, such as helicopters and rockets, and especially rare mechanical bird alt modes. A lot of them who are hovering above are either hanging out on the second floor getting ready to go into a building, or they are several hundred feet above you flying and looking like they need to get somewhere.
We're all just staring straight up into the sky. Like, how do
you think we should wave at someone?
you think they'd even notice us?
Potentially.
They might be going too fast to even see us.
Well, I mean, there's a couple just sitting over on those buildings. Try waving at them.
I wave.
I don't wave. I watch both of them.
I wave
Most
my
of them
spider
ignore
like
you,
poo.
lifting their head up higher so they can't even see you with their optics as they walk into the building. One, however, a female build of a Seeker, sees you, spots you, and begins hovering down. They are a lighter shade of black. One would say probably gray, but seems darker than it should be, like a dark gray. If I can,
It's
muster
shadow
up-
black.
It's shadow black.
It's a charcoal gray.
It's charcoal.
Is she like relatively close by, or?
Yeah, they definitely are making optic contact, almost like obsessively. And as they are coming down, this is what they say.
Well.
If it isn't grounders, I haven't seen your type in centuries.
I thought the DM was doing the voice for a minute. It kind of threw me off.
Yeah,
But,
that's impressive.
but that was great.
Bite's gonna give a look to Radar and Aqua.
Greetings.
Well, I wouldn't say we're necessarily grounders. You got 2 boats and
I
they're
would be
active.
a floater.
Do you traverse upon the ground?
not in all mode, no.
Well, water is at ground level, is it not?
Well, not necessarily. It can actually be under the ground level. Anyways,
Under? Who would want to go underground level?
Depends on the sea.
exactly. Would you happen to know how we can get to the showing for the new alt mode? What was it called, Aqua?
The Tetra Jet. It's in
Hey.
the tunnel arena.
There we go. Do you know how we can
The
get there?
wind tunnel arena.
Yes, of course. You must simply just fly to the arena. Oh, suppose you might have some difficulty with that.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Would you
Yes, yes.
be able to give us a ride?
Me. Give you a ride?
That is correct.
I don't think you understand. I'm a flyer. I don't mingle usually with grounders.
Then why'd you come over here?
Oh, because you were curious little things, and like I said, I haven't seen one of you in centuries.
Dude, I sigh and I look over at Spider Bite and I'm like,
She is kind of trying to, like, not smile. She's trying to hide a smile.
I could theoretically, potentially make myself temporarily available to offer you advice, but it would require an incentive.
Nah, I don't think it's that important.
Are you sure you don't have a single Shanix to spare for some directions or other potentially helpful information?
Personally, I think we could ask literally anybody else.
I think you might find others not as welcoming as myself.
I might be willing to give you some Shanix if you were to actually give us a ride.
I said directions. I did not say a ride. I can't be seen associating with your kind.
And I don't think we shall be associating with you either. And she's gonna, like, turn on her heel and just start walking away.
But the information might be important.
Spider
Nah.
Bite, roll me a con.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
That's concerning.
And of course, any sentiment can be overlooked for the right price.
Look, Aqua, I don't think this gal is worth dealing with. I don't think she's got any information that's pertinent to us.
Okay, let me deal with Spider Bite real quick.
I got an 18. If I am correct in that, my con is +2.
You got a 20.
Wait, I thought it. No. I already added the +2 because I thought that's what I had. Unless I have more than +2.
You have a +2 in perception, a +4 in constitution.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
With a
Okay.
20, during your heel turn and walk away, one of the sidewalk parts crumbles and falls into what seems to be a underground pit, but you were concentrating just enough and using your other sets of eyes to look downwards and did not fall in as you sidestepped and used your spider-like appendages behind you to help maneuver you out of harm's way.
She sidesteps it and kind of just stands there for a minute before, like, looking back at the boys. Before, like,
Did we
clearing
see
her
you?
throat.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone saw.
Please
Are
be sure to
you
watch your step.
okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I did almost fall, but please just be careful.
Yeah.
Understood. How much is the price for the information?
The information. Directions would cost you, say 100 Shanix, and I could possibly overlook the embarrassment of offering you a ride for 300 Shanix ought to cover my reputation.
Guys, I don't think any of us have more than 10 Janix.
We did get paid last time.
We
Did
did get paid.
Yeah, we got 300 Shanix, and then I got myself 200 Shanix as well.
Each or just like overall?
I think in total it was 300, And then I
Okay.
found 200 in gear and Grinder's wallet.
That's right. Okay. Well, I don't think we should waste
And
those,
one
right?
energon cube equals 100 Chanix, I believe.
Yes, which I have 3
That's
of
the
them.
good stuff.
That's what we eat, though.
Like my food. Yeah, I don't.
Akko's gonna go out with it. I only have 200 Chanix.
That sounds like a you problem then.
Well, I think our time together has come to an end. Then it was wonderful, lovely, truly phenomenal meeting you.
Was a novelty to see you and interact with you. I don't think I would do it again for another couple centuries.
Yeah, I think most any grounder would appreciate it.
And with that
I can't.
interaction, the mysterious seeker hovers up and goes back to what they're doing in the building above.
Can I give them like a little wave as I do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Bad
I just give you
emojis.
guys like a condescending little, like a wave and a bow, and then just like turn around and jet off.
Dude, the moment you turn around, I'm flipping you off. the moment your back is turned.
Stinky.
Radar, roll me. You're just causing all kinds of trouble. Are you
Radar
gonna sneak
starts
move?
fight.
No, I just waited until they turned around and I just kind of like lifted my hand and put it back down.
Okay, roll me a perception then.
Perception, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a new type of greeting, Radar?
No, don't copy this.
Aqua flips off everybody now.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
greetings. Hello. I love.
Oh,
I got a 4.
With a 4, you flipping off this mysterious seeker, sure, they didn't see you, but other seekers have. And you do notice them pause or stop and give you a stare, a deadly stare, before continuing hovering or moving about their day.
Nice.
It's as if the world stops to watch you, and you get this feeling of dread.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but I mean, that guy kind of deserved it, so it's fine.
I'd like to imagine that while you're doing that and Aqua's questioning it, Bite's just like, "What are you teaching him? What are you doing?" I'm far away.
All right, players, as you were.
Well, anybody got any other great ideas on how we want to get to this place, or are we just gonna have to skip it?
DM, can I go into my tablet and see if I can find maps of Voss?
Absolutely.
Like
find-
blueprints.
A blueprint of Voss from 2,000 years ago. A lot of the buildings are still the same as you are comparing them to what you see around you. However, these blueprints look nice and they look like they had a sidewalk and streets that were well maintained, which is not what is happening in today's society, apparently.
Would I be able to locate the tunnel that's underneath us from the pit that Bite triggered and see if it could lead us to the arena or where the arena would be?
Interesting. The wind tunnel arena, right? That's what we said it was? Yes. The wind tunnel arena. The pit that Bite almost, but did not fall down in any capacity, but almost, seems to be part of a waste management pipe system. It is roughly 50 feet below you. It does connect to the wind tunnel arena, but in the opposite flow of waste management.
Okay, so we would be going uphill. Or like against the current, what I mean.
Yes.
Is it liquid though?
It is pitch black in there, but based on the concrete slab that fell in earlier from Spider Battle's movement, you did hear a plop, but you
Oh my
don't know
God.
the depth of such liquid.
Wait, but we're boats. We can use this.
Wait. Akka would like to go get his little science kit, go through it, and find
Okay.
one of his. He has 2 glow rods. He wants to get one of them out. He'll
Okay.
get the little. He'll get the little stick. He'll shake it and then crack it in the middle until it glows, and then he'll throw
Yeah.
it in to see
Yeah.
what's at the bottom.
Okay. You throw it in. It falls, and plop. And you can see there's liquid down there. It is nasty. It's like a mixture of brown, green, and just there's chunks in there, but it is flowing fast. And the light rod that you could see for a little bit in the water is gone because it's going with the flow of the
Oof.
liquid.
Wow.
Okay, I have an idea. And I ain't gonna like it, but it may work. I don't mind being absolutely disgusted. I can transform and you guys can sit on top of me and we can ride there.
What a sentence.
Bite can drop us down with some web so we don't fall and die horrifically.
White doesn't have webs.
I do have 100 feet of steel wire rope.
Never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Well, I guess I'll say it in character because you're talking in character. I do have 100 feet of steel wire rope.
Well, yeah, that works. Do we want to give this a shot?
Bite stares into the deep, dark, dank abyss. And then she slowly turns and looks up at the building that she can totally scale with the metallic grips that she has.
Well, I'm
And she
assuming the
just
pipe
kind of
is metal, right?
stares
Or
at
no?
the building.
The outline of the pipe is metal, yes.
Idea, Bite.
Yes.
Using your metal grips, you climb on the roof. We link each other to the steel wire ropes. As Radar and I are on the water, you can be on the roof.
Water's doing such a strong heavy lifting of whatever the hell this substance is.
Or liquid.
Waste.
Water. Yeah. I do have some climbers' hooks if you need better support.
I think, unfortunately, this might be our best bet. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I truly, honestly, I think that we should not waste too many materials.
I see what you did there.
Just surf on top. I can take care of it.
Another idea is we get to the tunnel area and then Bite just climbs it from outside because they're probably metal, and then we just climb with the 100 feet of rope. I have some hooks, so it'll alleviate the strength she'll have to pull us up.
Like on the side of a building?
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, I feel like those secrets are going to come back for us, and I don't want to be above ground for it.
Well, also,
I
too,
flipped
is that
that one
like
off.
it's going to be really difficult to get from building to building. So I can't.
No, well, we find the tunnel arena, that building, and we just climb that building.
I think we have to go up to get there, though. Or we can just follow the waste.
Well, we haven't gotten there, so I don't know where it's located either. So I don't know if we need to climb a mountain and then climb that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's probably best to just follow this and then just
Surf's up, guys. Come on.
play it by ear. Let's be some Teenage
I'll
Mutant
be
Ninja
stinky.
Turtles.
I'll take one for the team.
Bite looks up at the sky. This is for you, Bloodstorm. And then she's gonna help get the rope ready to help you guys descend.
okay.
Awesome. I'll go down first once that's ready, so I can.
I'll hand you the rope then. It's 100
Yeah.
feet. Is there a place for you to be able to hook it onto?
I was just gonna hold on to it or tie it around my waist.
Okay, so Bite and I will hold it and lower you, and then Bite will lower me.
Yeah, I can
And
hang
then-
on to the ceiling
Yeah,
of
Bite
the
can.
tunnel and
Yeah.
lower Aqua down once Radar's down.
I am smaller because I am 13 feet. So
Yeah. Okay,
I'm a big
genius
dude.
plan, guys. Let's get this going.
Okay. That's what we're doing, DM.
This is
Tell
what
us where we
Thingy's
mess
all
up.
about, guys. This is what Thingy's all about. And I am going to give you all inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes.
into the chunk hole.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
He said it
One
was
should
chunky.
not be part of the plan, but the dwellers inside of here.
You don't know how much this episode is improv. So, yeah, this is great. I love this plan. I want this to work, and I'm here for it. However,
So nobody rolls anything.
no, you're going to be rolling stuff.
No.
Whoever has the rope, I want you roll strength. Whoever's going down the rope, I want you roll in athletics,
Ooh.
and then tell me what the third person's doing.
I think
Well,
third person's helping.
Aqua and Bite are holding the rope so that
Yeah.
Radar can go down first because he's bigger, and then
Okay,
it'll
so
be Bite and
whoever is... Okay, so both of you will roll me a strength, and I'll take the average number.
Okay.
And then Radar, you roll an athletic.
Okay, I don't know what my athletic modifier is.
We'll find out together, won't we?
I got a 7.
Okay, you got a 9.
Oh, okay.
I got an 11, so I think my strength is +3.
I got a 12.
Okay, Aqua, do you know your strength?
I do not. I don't think I've used it.
Okay, you have +0 in it.
Okay, I figured.
And then bite, I believe you know your strength, right? Yep, you do. Okay, so
Yes.
the average would be an 11.5, and I will be graceful and round up, so we'll put it back to 12. However, Bampus,
I go plop, dude.
you got a 7, and your athletics is +2, which means you got a 9, which is not what I was looking for, unfortunately, on both accounts, unfortunately, because I was looking for a 13 on both. Radar is heavy, guys. Radar's heavy. The rope goes with radar because radar slipped, and at the sudden weight impact pulling on the rope, and it slipped out of both your hands, and you hear them go plop into the waist.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Do I
Radar.
land okay?
It's nasty. It's nasty. It's getting in your mouth for sure. It is definitely all up in there.
Well,
It's
good thing
making
you have
you
the
make
holes. It
gurgling
comes out of your mouth.
Yeah. It's dark. It's very dark in there. For a moment, you could have swore you saw Aqua's glow rod in the distance being carried by the current, which you are now also being carried by the current. But yeah, it is. It's moving fast. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to first off transform, and second, yell up. Y'all want to jump down real quick? This is gonna carry me off. I don't want to go down by myself.
Okay.
Get down here. Just land on top of me best you can. I'll steer us out.
You transform into bot mode, feeling the grime and grease and slop that is in the waist, getting all those gears, and between each panels, there is definitely some of it inside of your compartments as you turn into your boat mode, swishing and buckling around.
Yeah, that's you hear like dry heaving. He's like, ugh.
Ew.
I don't want to go down anymore.
Don't leave
Really
me
bad.
down here.
Bite is going to transform to her Spedider mode, and then I think she's going to immediately crawl in and use the metallic grips to hold on to the ceiling of the tunnel.
Okay. And I believe you have night vision, right?
Yes, and it is
Okay.
only in alt mode. I made a mistake.
Alt mode, perfect.
Yes.
So you are in alt mode in your Spedider mode.
Spedider.
So you can see fairly well in this tunnel in the hues of gray, which seem pretty standard to you.
Mhm. Can I can still differentiate like where radar is in all this mode?
Yes. You can definitely differentiate moving objects as you are familiar with radar, but there's definitely chunks. You can see better down here than the other two. There's things hitting radar in their alt mode that you would prefer not to know what
Close
it
my
is.
eyes for a moment.
How fast is radar going? Because you're a
Just
Spedider, right?
fast enough to maintain, so they're right underneath the whole entrance. So if you were to jump, you can land on them if you wish.
Oh,
Because I think that's what they mentioned.
That is risky
Yeah.
though. I will go down the rope.
No, the rope went
The
with
rope that
me.
they took
Gone.
with
Oh, it
them.
went with you. Oh, okay.
It
I will
fell
just hold
with me.
hands with the spider and then just dangle me closer to the edge.
You're just like holding on to a pair of my legs.
Yeah. And then you can slowly go down the edges of the wall until I get close to the wall.
I'm not gonna make Spider Bite roll because they're not holding on to you, and they have magnetic grips. But I am going to make you roll, Aqua. Aqua,
Get on-
I want you
get on my
to
body like a
choose a
backpack.
strength or an athletic.
Ooh.
Hold on to my body like a
Aqua,
backpack.
Don't fumble, man. You don't want the chunks.
Where's my athletics? Oh, it's in the same place. Okay, so it would be strength. 17.
That worked surprisingly well. There was a few
Oh,
slips
yes.
there
Oh,
from
no.
panicking, but you managed to hold on.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh
Because
no.
Bite is scuttling down toward radar. She's booking it.
Perfect. So you
I
are now
would count
in
that
the
as
sewer
a success.
waste tunnel. What do you do now?
Are they all?
Onward.
Is everybody on top of me now?
I'll be.
Spider Bite is on the ceiling, and currently Aqua is holding on. I don't know their full extent to their plan other than getting down there.
Okay.
I'll get on top of radar and I'll just sit
There's like
with
a
my
fin on my
legs
back you can grab.
crossed. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll sit with my legs crossed, kind of like trying to hold around like their boat. So my feet would be
Okay.
in the water, but like kind of hugging the boat with my legs. And then I'll get
Okay.
my other glow stick out so that Radar and I can actually see.
Perfect. I like it. As you sit on Radar, more of the boat mode sinks into the liquid. Not all the way, just a little bit more. And when you stick your little feetsies into this liquid, you feel it splashing, and it feels
Ew.
slimy
Ew.
on top of its
Ew.
weird griminess. She's dying
Ew.
over there.
Disgusting.
You broke Lapis. Oh my
Wow.
god. She's
She's like run
She's-
away.
dead. Oh my god, she left.
Bite,
I didn't know sewers were that funny.
Yeah.
bite
It all
on
comes
the
back to a
shivers.
sewer, you know?
Yeah.
It's not
You
a
won't-
D&D campaign.
You won't
to a sewer.
stop talking about the chunks. It's so funny.
Look, I'm building a visual image for you and the audience, and I hope this
You're
is
welcome,
helping.
audience.
Good
Yeah,
roll.
Okay.
I don't find an Easter egg of the
alright.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down here.
All right. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Let the current take. Oh, we know we have to go against the current, right?
No, we gotta go against it, yeah.
Yeah, I want to wait until I could see how fast they could go against the current, because if I could just keep pace on the ceiling, why get down in Toadie? I don't want to get Toadie.
I'd like to slam my foot on the gas pedal and go against the current.
Okay, what's your max speed in alt mode?
Do you want me to include the plus 10?
Yes, go ahead. Include the plus 10.
Okay.
I'll say not a whole hour has elapsed, probably about 45 clicks.
We're almost done. No, hurry up.
Yeah, so I've got 75 normal, so plus the 10 is 85 feet.
Okay, perfect. So you're moving at the 85 feet, but against the current, which brings you down to about 45. That is how
Oh.
fast the current's moving.
That's not bad. That's like a street. I'm
Yeah.
cruising.
And you're moving
vibing.
along this tunnel system. I believe Spider Bite in spider mode, you can keep up with that, right?
I can absolutely keep up with that.
Perfect. What's your max speed?
It
curious.
is 60, it would be 70 with the Kafefi.
Okay, perfect. So you're going at an ease, and you see them struggling, and Aqua, you see Radar struggling. It is definitely making some interesting boat noises, as when it's more viscous, it makes more of a brr, 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 brr noise.
Like a bubble, yeah.
Yeah,
Splattering everywhere.
and every so often you hear something ding against the side of the boat. I'm not sure what it is,
no.
but it's like a splatting ding.
Ooh.
Radar does not say a word throughout all of this. Every now and then you just hear dry heaving.
How are these planes making this much waste?
Does Radar still have the cable or rope with him?
It's still attached to me, I think.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
I
you
had
tied it around your waist.
I
Yeah.
thought of if or not Radar, because you're a boat right now. If Aqua tossed up one of the ends up to Bite, I don't know if it'd be possible for her to like help pull you guys along, but I guess you guys are kind of just cruising.
We're cruising.
Okay.
Cruising.
I was gonna suggest it, but I wasn't sure of the rope. We lost the rope or not, but I can definitely try to throw it.
It's definitely trailing behind the boat, picking up some slime and grudge on it.
Oh, get that out of
Just
there.
smacking,
Ew.
just smacking it against the wall. Just I'll pull it in.
Okay. As Aqua's pulling in, you pull up a little mechanical turtle on one. It seems to be holding like a stick. It's very small. It's
happened.
very not teenage. It's very not ninja. But it just looks at you with the biggest blue eyes as it's licking the grime and what looks like snot, but you can't quite analyze it off its nose, and
Can we
it's
keep
swallowing
him?
it.
This is great. I will
Can we
hold it
please keep him?
as we. Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm holding it as I put the rope on my lap. I hold it with one arm, and then the glow stick is in the other. Just going up the stream.
Taking the
Okay.
turtle with us.
It's on your lap, you said?
The rope is on my lap. The turtle's in my
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
Try and get the
Okay,
turtle to
perfect.
play fetch with the glow stick.
No, not right now.
We'll lose him.
He'd never keep up.
Okay. You continue navigating through the sewers, and eventually you come up to where the wind tunnel arena is supposed to be, and you see giant metal grates that seem to be blocking the path.
Is there any like service doors on the walls that I could see with my little glow stick?
Good
If
point.
I have to roll, I can roll, but let's see if I want to know.
I believe Spiderbite would see this as well. There are little a bar system, ladder bar system going up one of the walls, and there is a manhole, or I guess in this case, a butthole cover for this location.
I see a way out of here.
Bite's gonna scuttle over and I think preemptively push open the manhole cover so that some light can get in, so the
Poke your head
fellows
and check
can
out.
see.
Check where we are.
Light fills the area,
My eyes.
and Spiderbite, if you're going to poke your head out through here, you see a small roadway, and on the right where the bar grate is blocking the rest of the sewer path is a massive stadium, or the outside of one. You are not inside of it yet, you're on the outside. And you definitely hear the roaring of jets and crowd thunder and clapping. The arena itself is on stilt, which is odd, but may not be odd for this location, as a lot of these are flyers and they may need lots of room for flying.
Boys, we're here. Although we're still outside the arena.
Thank Primus. Aqua, go ahead and start climbing up. I don't want to be down here much longer.
Okay. I let go of the glow stick and then I climb with that hand as I'm holding the little turtle with the other.
Okay. The glow stick, you're just leaving it in the waist, or you put it in somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm throwing it in the waist because I don't think I can.
Okay.
I think because it's one of those snappy ones, I think it'll fizzle out eventually. So
As you see it drifting off into the sewer, something pulls it under.
oh.
Oh my god, please hurry.
And it is, you can't see it anymore.
The actual Ninja Turtles have come.
Oh,
Quick!
Radar, I suggest you get out of the water.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
You still have the
and
rope attached to you, by the way.
I sure do. I'd like to transform and not worry about the rope. I just want to
You
start
hear a
climbing.
low growl.
I want to climb the ladder.
We must be quick.
Everything all
Who
right
has the
down
rope?
there?
Radar.
Okay.
It's attached to me.
Okay.
Please don't yank me back.
Alright, so Aqua, you're going up the ladder?
That is correct.
Okay. And then Radar, you're waiting your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a strength real quick.
Me?
Alligator.
DM
When
returns.
you roll theirs?
No. I'm gonna use my inspiration and reroll.
I'm gonna roll theirs.
Okay.
They got a 19.
Oh.
Would you like
Okay.
to still roll for your inspiration?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 inspiration.
Oh no!
Oh,
What was that second one? What was it? Was it 18?
I got an 18.
Okay.
My one.
Goodbye, guys.
Is there an alligator?
Did you
Goodbye.
want to use your other one, or accept
no.
the fate of this?
No, I'm accepting my fate at this point.
When you feel that tug on the rope, you go under.
Oh,
Bite, we have a problem.
DM, can we see him go under?
Yes, but that's it, because you can't see through the water or liquid.
Oh.
can I?
Quick, get back down. We have to help him.
I'll just jump in the water at this point.
Can I do anything? Can I like cut the rope or?
The steel wire?
Yeah.
The steel wire?
Chew through it.
I've got a scimitar.
You got a scimitar? Okay. Explain to me how you would like to cut it, and I will give you what you can roll, but you will most likely have disadvantage as you're underwater against the current and cannot see.
I would like stick it in where it's tied around me. I would stick the sharp edge of the blade pointing out towards the cord and try and like jerk the sword outwards to rip it off.
Okay.
What would you like?
That's pretty smart. That's pretty intelligent. Roll me an intellect check with
Oh.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Guys, I feel like my intellect might be bad.
We're about to find out.
So with disadvantage, I got a 3.
3.
Oh no.
You're having difficulties trying to find it. The current is pushing you. Whatever is pulling you faster than the current.
Oh no. Okay. Am I just fully submerged? Like, can I stick
Yes,
a
you
hand
are
out so
fully
they can find
submerged
me?
at the moment.
I'm gonna put Shelly in my chest and then jump in the water.
Okay, you jump in the water.
Yeah. I'm
What
gonna
would you like to do next?
crawl down the wall. I don't want to get in the water quite yet, but
Okay.
Well, I can't see, right? And I can't.
Mhm.
Can I see in the water? I don't have water vision.
You don't have water vision, no.
I wish I did. Oh man, I wish my boat had some lights. I will try to discern Raider's shape in the muck.
Okay.
How well can I discern it?
Not well. You're coming up empty. There's a lot of like just what you hope is just mud as you're pulling it up, just slime, maybe some clay. It is incredibly more viscous the deeper your hand goes down.
Ew.
But, however, just when you think all hope is lost, you see Radar get flung in the air, but something is on their leg. An alligator.
Alligator!
Is it like
so
chomped
happy.
down?
It is chomped down, and you will be taking just automatic bite damage, but we may
I
enter
thought we were in
combat.
Voss, not New York City.
10 points of bite damage.
Okay, so I don't know what my health is because I don't know what my
Okay.
con is. So I
Okay.
just know I have a base of 10. I don't know what else I have over that.
You have a base of 10. You think that?
Well, that's the
That's
starter.
what you're thinking? Your starting health is 1d8 plus con, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not base 10.
Oh.
That
that's
means
how you-
at most you have 8 plus whatever your con is.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what my con is.
No.
Okay.
I think all the characters start with some health, and then you roll as you level up.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought too.
Because I have a
Yeah.
10 as well.
Yeah. So that's your max health, right? So it starts at the max. So it's 1d8 plus con, but level 1 you start at the max. So you don't roll the d8, you just start with 8 plus con.
Yeah.
Yep. So at the very least you have 8. And I'm going to tell you right now, with 10 points of damage going your way, roll me a death save.
Okay.
Oh
Whoops.
my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't it? Don't I need to know what the con is to roll the death save?
Death saves are just now 1d20.
Oh, okay. I got a 7.
Okay, put down 1 fail.
Ugh.
The rest of you, roll initiatives.
Oh,
Guys, I have an owie.
I got a 12, but don't worry because I can fix you.
Please. I fixed you last session. Please fix me this
I'm
session.
trying.
That alligator's got chunks in his mouth.
They rolled an 8 because they have minus 4 to their initiative.
Roll the 9.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, that way I know when your turn order is, so you can roll your next death save.
Okay.
And then Hex, what was yours?
It was 12.
Okay, 12. And then you updated your sheet, perfect. And then, what'd you get, Lapis?
In 8.
An 8, okay. Let me know what's in.
Yeah, it's in for me.
Okay. Turn order is going to be Radar, Gator, Aqua, and Spider Bite. Since we just had Radar roll death saves, we'll count that as your turn. So it'll be the Gator's turn, tossing you to the side, and proceeding to go after the next in line, which would be Aqua. Aqua, you ready for this?
Yeah, like Space Jam. Let's go.
All right, they're gonna attempt to do a tail whip towards your direction with a 13.
That hits. It's the same one.
Perfect. And this is going to do 2 points of damage. That doesn't
Nice.
sound right, but
Ah.
we'll take it. This will bring us to the next turn order, which is your turn. Good sir. Good Aqua.
Thank you. Aqua's pretty good. I'm underwater. I will use my. I guess I will punch it. So I don't
Okay.
think I can. I don't think I can shoot with it very well in the water. So I'll just punch it.
Okay. Let's see it happen.
Well, with a 9.
A 9 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang it.
Anything you want to do
That's-
for your bonus action?
I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Spider Bite, you're up.
Okay, is Radar floating face down in the water?
Face down in the water, gargling all that slurp.
I hate you.
But, okay, but like I can see him?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They're
I
currently
would...
being pulled by the what's it called?
Oh, cable.
The stream. The stream.
Okay, yeah, I would like to launch off of the wall. I think that I'm still on, and I'm still in spider mode, and I want to, as best as I can, just launch myself on top of him to grab him,
Okay.
and then I'm just deciding. Okay, question: So
Mhm.
as my class ability is Medic's Hands, which is you may heal another character for 1d6 plus con if they're if they are within arm's reach. Because he's already at 0, does it still work to just like boost him up to like whatever it would heal him for, or because he's downed, do you have to sort of revive him first and then heal? Does that make sense?
I'm picking up what you are putting down. It does not say they have to have 0 health. This would pick them up. However, Medic's Hands requires you to be in bot mode. And you used your movement to get over there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it possible to transform as well as use it, or is it sort of a one or the other sort of deal?
So you can use your bonus action to transform, and the ability that you want to use is a bonus action.
Okay.
So it sounds like you have to use you would have to transform before you can use it, and that would be your turn.
I will, because I'll transform and then I'll just keep my arms like wrapped around him and sort of keep him afloat.
Okay, perfect. So that's your turn. You notice that the radar is no longer being pulled down the stream, as the rope that is connected around the waist, as you follow along it, is connected to one of the alligator's canines in your mouth.
Hey guys,
Primus.
that might be a problem.
Rip his tooth out.
Wish I had
Let's go back to the top with radar. Roll me a death save.
Yay! I got a 19.
Put down 1 success.
Ooh, yeah.
Aqua, it's your turn. Oh wait, it's Gator's turn. Hold on, let me take that back. Gator's turn.
No, I'd take that. I'll take
The gator is going to try to bite you, Aqua. 16.
that hits.
These NPCs are based on a play group of 4. There's 3 of them.
Well, I wonder what would be happening if you hadn't killed somebody.
No, I might do it again. 8 points of damage.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Wow.
Oh
my
we
God,
might
no!
have a bit of a problem.
Wait, how much
Oh my God.
HP do you have, bud?
I had 10, and you hit me for 2 earlier.
Oh, did I? Oh, no. Alright. Roll me a death save for me.
Oh no! Oh,
guys,
come
on!
Guys, this might be our last ever sewer adventure because we're all gonna die down here.
I rolled a 5.
I put down 1 fail as the current takes you.
Yeah.
I
This
hate
is
how
the end of
comical it
season
is.
4. We'll see you in season 5.
Yeah.
Alright, Spider Bite, you're up.
Okay, well, number 1. I'm gonna use Medic's Hand on radar.
Okay.
I
Go ahead and
live.
It is, you may heal another character for 1d6 plus con, and I can use it twice a day. So, you know, pretty great since someone else already fell. And my con is plus
Just
4. Okay.
It just goes by as you're healing the other one.
Yeah, I know. It's just the classic scene. He's like, don't die on me now. And you just see another one float past you.
Just another day of being a medic, I guess.
And that's just a bonus action, so you still have action and movement for your turn.
I got a 7.
Oh,
It's something,
thank you.
Okay, let me see. I can move and attack. I'm just trying,
Yeah.
I'm like a little panicked.
Yeah, and remember you can give up half your movement speed to transform as well.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
I think I want to... Because Aqua just whizzed past me, flowed downstream. I think I'm gonna use my movement to just swim down to him
Okay.
and grab him. And then I'm trying to see, because I've got the first aid toolkit too.
That's a bonus action movement, I believe.
Yes, I think so. So was the Medic's Hand, is that a action or a bonus action?
That's a bonus action.
Okay, so I
All
cannot...
non-attacking or non-damaging movements or actions are bonus action.
Okay, well, I will swim to Aqua. Can I reach him in time? Or can I reach him
You
enough to
can.
grab
You
him?
can definitely reach him enough in time because he was in front of the alligator. You were kind of behind the alligator.
Okay.
I will give it to you. You don't have to give up much of your movement to get to him.
Okay, cool. I would love to try and take a blast at this Gator
Okay,
With
let's see it
the-
happen.
Energon Cannon. And it's Dex, because it's a ranged weapon, which I don't know.
All right, let's find out. We're going to learn together.
Bite is currently carrying the team.
I got a 16.
16 plus your dex makes it a 19.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, hold on. This is a whole string. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you said Dex was 3?
Yes.
14.
Okay. The gator makes a loud. That's max damage almost. The gator
There's
makes
no-
a low, loud growl and goes bellies up, and the current takes it. End of combat.
Oh, there was another
Wait.
effect to it, but never mind.
I'm up. You said the current takes it. Can I get it before the current takes it?
Yeah, it actually collides with you as the current is taking it.
I take that thing. That's mine. I'm gonna take
Okay.
its head.
Nice. Nice.
That's coming
Meanwhile,
up. That's
Aqua's
coming up top.
underwater.
Oh yeah, if we're out of combat, can I heal him then?
Yes. Go ahead. We're out of combat. You can use your bonus action. Whenever.
Oh.
Okay, I will use the first aid toolkit, which should bring him up to 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I almost went to the light.
Yeah, so did I. I ain't looking forward to ever coming down into a sewer ever again.
Boys,
I think I might have nightmares.
never do that to me again.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. I'd like to take my gator
Understood.
and go up.
Okay. You're taking the whole gator or just the head?
I'm taking the whole gator. I'm
Okay,
gonna cut his
I
head off
want you
up there.
to know
Gonna make some slacks out of it.
this gator is 45 feet in length.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking its head.
As big
I'm
as
just-
me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cut its head off with my scimitar.
You cut the head off with the scimitar, and the rest of the body is taken with the stream. However, about 55 feet to 60 feet down, the body gets pulled under by.
Oh my god, guys!
Let's
I-
get out of
no,
here.
no,
It's
Keep
fine
going.
because that's gonna be like food for the whatever is down there. We'll just leave him with it and just go.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm getting out. I'm taking my gator head and I'm going
Just a
up.
frantic running against the
We-
water.
There's always a bigger gator.
Aqua onto shore.
Let me climb.
The three of us like just see it go under and stand there and look at each other and immediately bolt for the ladder.
Perfect. Spiderbite, you're the first up and out. You're looking around as Aqua and Radar are close behind.
I'm squinting because it's bright out here.
Squinting, it's bright out there, and you see a seeker descending from the sky.
Is it the same one as before?
It better not be that.
It
I will
looks
be so
almost
angry.
identical to the same one before. The hues of
Oh
gray
my
are
goodness.
almost the same, and its lighting color, its alt mode and bot mode are definitely the same. And yeah, they don't look happy too much.
Okay, well maybe we smell so bad he'll leave. Or she'll
What do you say, Spiderbite?
She is there's something I can help you with?
They give you a stern look as they descend further to the ground, and their feet do a clack clack as they stare at you. And this is what they say.
Well. Look who it is. Just
She-
wandering around the city as if nothing happened.
This one
She's
sounds a
gonna-
little bit different than earlier.
this one doesn't sound as gravelly.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other one wanted some moss over there.
The other one was
Like,
gurgling.
Yeah, it's almost like a
Wait.
cold.
Bite's a little taken back because she thought it was the same, and now it's not the same, but still acting kind of rude. So she kind of
This one's called Gradient.
she kind of like looks around, and like looks at herself and covered in muck. Oh, did you mean that? And she points to the manhole.
The bottle.
I'm sorry, it's the butthole.
Thank you.
So, forgive me.
It makes so much difference.
Well. So quick to forget a friend, Bite. I would think you would know better.
And Radar and Aqua, at this time you are helping each other out, and you look over, and this is definitely a slightly different color of Seeker. They are not dark gray or black or shadow black, or however you want to pronounce it. They are red with some highlights, I believe is purple, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. It's like yeah.
But they are Seeker form.
Does this bot look strangely like a sibling of mine?
A protoform or a boat or a spider? I don't think so.
Hmm.
Do we know this spot? And I look to the boys.
The only seeker we actually know is Black Shadow.
I don't believe we've met before.
By the way, I hope you know we all look crazed. I'm holding a severed
you
gator
look-
head
you guys
and like covered
smell
in barrel.
bad.
Yeah,
Smell bad. There's
I extend my
gunk
hand.
coming out your mouth, Radar, when you're talking.
I hate you. I hate you.
I extend my arm. Greetings.
So really quickly, the tallest of you is 20 feet, right?
22.
22 feet. Okay. She's just gonna kind of stalk around you guys in a circle. She's 26 feet tall. And
What the heck, man?
listen, I didn't even go with a high
I
amount.
was
This is
tall.
Seeker. Seekers are tall.
Seekers are tall. This is
You
canon.
like chum? We found some chum back there.
And she's just gonna look around and go, haven't met before. And to think, we only spent the first days of our lives together just for you to abandon me. You don't remember your sister?
What? Door?
There.
You don't look like Bloodstorm to me.
I had no
saw
choice
you.
but to find a way to carry on when you left me behind. And so I made do for myself.
Okay, first off, it's been less than a day. What the I'm sorry. That is honestly the most little wham wham baby thing I have ever heard in my entire life.
Wow!
Pathetic, alright? It's been
Wait.
like 5 hours.
White just looks genuinely so confused.
Let's do it. We saw you go out the window, and we heard the grinding sounds as a bot got ran over by the train.
Yeah, the bot who attacked me.
We did not see your body.
We
and
tried to
assumed
stop the
the
train.
worst.
We did our best to stop it. It wouldn't stop.
We had no
Sure.
choice. Your energon, I suppose what we thought was your energon, was all over the end of the train. We thought that you had just been... And she kind of makes a gesture of like an explosion with her hands.
You think we'd just leave you behind?
Yes,
Why? Why would you just assume that?
because you didn't come back for me. I waited there. I had no choice.
And we'll stop there. We change scenes to Black Shadow navigating an alley in an unknown city. His transponder beeps and he looks around the corner to see if anyone is there. The coast is clear. He pulls out a circular device and clicks the activation button. A hologram of Tiger Moth's face displays. A firm face with 2 sets of optics and a moth fuzz covering much of his head. Tiger Moth then says in somewhat a static vocals, possibly due to interference of some kind, "Black Shadow, you were supposed to report as soon as the protoforms got off the train. What happened?" Black Shadow looking somewhat irritated. "The plan didn't result in what we wanted. The hired mercenaries couldn't reach the sparklings in the cart, and the ones that were in the carts with them were taken offline." "Offline? By who?" "The sparklings. One was disposed by Aqua, Spiderbite, and Radar, while Bloodstorm was separated from the group and was found in the mountains. They took a Seeker alt mode." "Gah, another flyer. No offense. I may have to speed plans up then. Okay, I'll make a planet-wide announcement. QuickChime has challenged my authority again and is requesting me to step down, and that these protoforms were a sign of Primus. Okay, as you were, I'll be sending you orders shortly after the announcement." The hologram fades and Black Shadow puts away the device and pulls out his blaster and proceeds to stalk the shadows for his next target. We fade to black.